This segment sponsored by Ivy Tech and Local 166.
We are at the beautiful Local 166 facility, and I have here Chris from Local 166 and Susan from Ivy Tech. Chris, start off by telling me about the overall program.
Sure. We have a 5-year apprenticeship program here, and we represent plumbers, pipe fitters, pipe welders, and HVAC service techs. And there's many sub-trades of all those classifications. So they're going to come here as a first or second year apprentice. You come to school during the day here, just 2 days a month. And then as a third, fourth, fifth year apprentice, you come in the evening, very similar to a Fort Wayne community school schedule. You're going to go to work during the day, earn a wage, and as your apprenticeship progression increases, so does your wage. So every year you get a nice increase in pay, provided you go to work every day and pass your classes, which is very important to us. We have a great partnership with Ivy Tech. So here, our main goal is to get you your journeyman's card, to make you become a professional in our mechanical industry. Our partnership with Ivy Tech, we're also able to provide an associate's degree in applied science. And the best part is there's no cost to the student for either the journeyman certificate or your Ivy Tech associate's degree.
Wow, that's amazing. And so Susan, how does Ivy Tech partner with Union 166?
We partner in two different ways. So if someone comes in and they need a little bit of math, they need some remedial math to get going, because there is a lot of math in the trades that Chris just mentioned. They can come get that remedial math with Ivy Tech and then get into the program quickly. The other way is they come through Ivy Tech and then get their associate's degree and then enter into the apprenticeship program. And like Chris said, we have a Local 166 scholarship available to students that want to go into the program with Chris, and they would come through Ivy Tech and everything would be paid for them.
Wow, and so do they come through Ivy Tech first, or do they go to Local 166 if they're interested in the program?
They could do either. So if you're sitting at home right now and you are interested, you want to make good money in a high demand career, and you want to work with your hands, right? Then you can get a hold of the Local 166. They will assess you, kind of see where you need to be, and then get you into which side of the program you need to be on. And if you want to come to Ivy Tech, you can just go to Ask Fort Wayne at ivytech.edu. Let them know you heard this commercial and you're interested, and then we'll get you started from there.
That's amazing. And so Chris, tell me, what is the main difference between an apprentice and a journeyman?
So an apprentice is someone who's going to work under the guise of a journeyman, of somebody who's been through the trade and is passing on their skills and knowledge to the next generation. Apprentice goes to school, but that's only about 10% of their education. 90% of their education is on-the-job training. The best way to learn is to touch it, to do it, break it, learn from your mistakes, and move on. And one of the things that Susan said that I want to touch base on is during our interview process, if we have an individual who we're not too sure about, never done any type of construction before, we encourage them to go take classes at Ivy Tech. Take some drafting, some welding, some HVAC. It's a great resource to have, and with our partnership, especially with the scholarship program they've put forth, there's no cost to an individual. So whether you come here, you go there, and then you come here, at the end of the day, the path to success is still the same.
Yes, and you guys have been serving this community for so long, over 110 years,
Absolutely.
Which is incredible. And you have over 700 workers here.
We do. We just reached 1,100 members. So it's we've taken our largest apprentice class in the history of our local.
Yes.
Work is good, and the industry keeps growing, and we're trying to fulfill the needs of Northeast Indiana and local jobs with local people.
Yes, and we are in a state-of-the-art studio here. I mean, tell me, what are we seeing? What are we looking at?
So everything in here was designed by us to be as real-world realistic as possible. We have a 3-story residential training module here. The lower floor here is to give more of a commercial feel. We have a little mock-up here of the different types of pipe joining methods. We have some working boilers over there that our service techs work on and make sure they understand the ins and outs of. Different types of pipe hangers, a little bit different ways of doing some fabrication. And then this is our industrial rigging pipe layout structure, where we'll actually take measurements. We have all kinds of attachments we can put on there, and we teach individuals how to properly and safely rig heavy objects. We all wish our work was on the ground, but usually it's not. So
yes. And Susan, tell me about the benefits of this program and really why people would be interested.
Yeah, people should be interested because, as Chris just mentioned, this is a high demand field. Jobs are readily available, more and more coming out every day, and you can make good money. So with really no cost to you, the only thing that you're putting into it is your time, and that is because you want more and you want better. And that is what our partnership with Local 166 is all about, making the community better, stronger economically. And these are the fields. These are the fields right now that are really in demand. And so we want to help people get there. We want to help people see that dream.
I love that. They want to help people see that dream. That's perfect. Perfect way to wrap it up. Well, thank you guys so much, and I look forward to getting hands-on with some of this stuff.
This segment sponsored by Ivy Tech and Local 166.